Welcome to another episode of our After Quarantine show, where we help you plan your next vacation after this pandemic. Today, we would like to introduce you to a destination that you cannot miss. It has been 10 years since I had the opportunity to visit Jamaica, a truly beautiful country. The truth is, I don't remember much anymore, only that when we were in a bar, I was mugged, so we headed outside. Well, but today I'm not here to tell you about my experience in this trip. The question I want to ask our special guest today, after they have introduced themselves, is where will you go after this pandemic? Is Jamaica a good place to go?
Hello everyone! I know last year was a nightmare, but I'm here because I have the best escape for you. And it is to visit the charming Caribbean, my beautiful country, Jamaica. Jamaica is known because of its wonderful beaches, great music, and people. Jamaica is a destination you won't regret. We are already waiting for you. Are you ready for Jamaica?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never been there before, but my friends have, and I think it's unacceptable. I could ask my daddy for his jet as well.
Tell your daddy to pay for the trip too, so we can save money. I'm looking forward to staying in this beautiful country, but who will pay for the food? And for the transport?
Well, that's something important to consider. So, how will you prepare for the trip? Will you ask for help? For example, look for a tour guide or surf on the internet to find out what you should bring or the best places and restaurants to visit.
Prepare? I don't need anything. I live here. I just call my friend Usain Bolt and we're ready to go. But if you need something, I can be your personal guide here in Jamaica.
Let me tell you one of my anecdotes. Once I went to Japan and when I arrived, I realized I didn't pack my shorts. I was so mad because I didn't want to spend money on clothes. Since then, I've made a checklist before going on every trip so I don't forget anything. I think that's one of the most important aspects to consider when preparing for a journey.
I think we don't really need to prepare for it. Just make sure to have our credit cards ready before heading out. I have never traveled without my credit cards. That would be disastrous. And maybe look for the fanciest places to visit. Everything else doesn't matter.
Okay. And who would you like to travel with? Which cities would you like to stay in? Would you like to travel with your family? Or because of the quarantine, do you feel that you have spent too much time with them and it's time to go out just with your friends?
Honestly, I would like to travel alone. It is cheaper. But if I had to travel with someone, it would definitely be with my dog, and in any case, with my brother.
You guys are always thinking about the cheapest options. I prefer to invest in a good place to stay in. I think I know a couple of them. But I have to recognize that traveling alone is definitely better.
How boring of you to travel alone. Let me tell you something. I've been traveling with famous people since I was a little kid, so this time wouldn't be different. I would like to travel with Sean Paul, or SP as I call him, who's originally from Kingston, Jamaica's capital, the city where I will stay in. I've been learning about the city, and there are many activities that we can participate in. They are expensive, but it doesn't matter at all.
In Jamaica, you should visit every city. Every single one is beautiful and unique. But if you have limited time, I will prioritize the beaches, especially Bluefields. It's also where I live. So if you're traveling alone and you need a place to stay, you can count on me so you don't have to feel lonely.
Oh, thanks. I think all of us appreciate it. So, during your travels, what will you spend the most money on? Would you prefer a luxurious vacation or something more relaxed and in line with your budget?
I think we should spend our money just on food, but obviously going to cheap restaurants. We shouldn't spend the cash we have been saving on souvenirs for the family. That's throwing the money away. We shouldn't spend our money on a hotel either. In fact, there's kind people in the grill. Someone will give us lodging. I've been warned about that city. Many people have told me there are thieves. maybe the presenter was robbed there, but that's what I'm willing to pay for.
I think you don't have to be so stingy. Although, I would also recommend to stay some days on the grill, so you can pay for a trip to know its beautiful cliffs and cities. You can learn about the culture too in the meantime. You know, at the end of the day, there's no other way. You have to spend some money, but it's worth it.
Money? What money? You don't need anything here in Jamaica. But if I had to give an advice, it would be to spend on exploring, to get to know my country really well, because you don't come all the way here just to spend the day in a hotel room watching TV. No, that you can do at home.
Well, our airtime is over. I want to thank our guest for taking the time to talk with us about this vacation we all dream of having soon.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk about my beautiful country. I'm looking forward to see you, but next time in Jamaica. Bye bye!
Thanks for the invitation.
Bye guys, and thanks for the invitation.
Thanks for having us as well. I think I enjoyed it.
And to all our viewers, thank you very much for watching our show after quarantine once again. We hope you enjoyed it and that you have stayed with the desire to visit Jamaica. See you next time.
It's been a month since my friends from the quarantine show came to visit me in Jamaica. They are a very diverse group of people, I may say, from the most fancy to the most stingy one. But the beauty of Jamaica allowed us to put our differences aside and enjoy the moment. I gave them a tour of the best places to visit, and of course I made them try the ackee and catfish, which is the national dish of Jamaica and a must try. This was an amazing experience, and I hope to visit your country next time.
Hey, it's been a month since we were in Jamaica, and I have to confess that we had a really great time. We tried many different traditional dishes, and although I didn't like all of them, I did enjoy the experience. Also, Andrea has tried to book our rooms in a horrible, cheap hotel. I would have never stayed in that place. It was unbelievable, and I'm still mad because of that. I will never forgive her for that. But it was amazing.
Since we returned from the trip, I haven't been able to stop eating ackee and saltfish. I love Jamaica's food. Now, talking about the hotel, I don't understand why everyone got mad at me for not wanting to pay an expensive hotel. They should thank me that we didn't spend our money on that. I really enjoyed the trip. I loved every place we visited.